Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Daily Live. I'm Trisha Swenson.
And I am Ty Diaz. Good morning, Trisha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm hanging out in what would be deemed your world here, inside of the bucket, as you would call it, at Vail Daily Live. Thank you for watching and tuning in with us.
We're at the world headquarters of the Vail Daily, coming to you live this morning in Eagle Vale, and we'll be live for about 90 minutes, maybe a little longer, maybe a little less. 7 to 8:30 is when we typically go live Mountain Standard Time. Now, we want to let you know Mountain Standard Time because, Ty, a lot of times we'll have people that are chiming in from Chicago, New York, maybe Florida, maybe even England, the Richardson family.
There also could be the point where, for me, I never know what time it is or what day it is, so thanks for reminding me.
Yes, so 7 to 8:30 Mountain Standard Time, and you can watch us in a variety of ways, but if you want to chat with us this morning, watch us on either Facebook or YouTube, because that'll give you the ability to hop into the chat, ask a question, maybe give a comment.
We love the comments too. We also like to know where you are watching us from. That way we can say hello back to you. It's always good when you go to a concert and the people on stage yells out the name of the city and then the crowd yells back. That's the experience that we want here with you. Let us know.
We want to make you feel like you're at a concert this morning.
So
let's do that.
It's a morning concert.
Yeah, morning show concert. But also we want to see what you've been up to. What have you been doing? How was your holiday weekend? What about that gorgeous hike you just went on? The wildflowers are really in full bloom. My husband is going to Piney Lake today.
Oh.
When's the last time you've been to Piney?
Okay, let's see. You have to check your struts in your car, and mine need to be done too. Last summer?
Oh, yeah. I know. I drove my car up there and I'm like, I got to get my struts fixed. So, yeah, you want to have your car in good condition to drive up there. It's only 13 miles, but it's a long 13 miles. But I was just up there the other week and beautiful wildflowers up there. So, yeah, let us know about your wildflower hike. Let us know about what your pets are doing, your kids are doing, all that kind of stuff.
And if you made it to the waterfall, we need proof. I've gone out there a few times and I've yet to find this waterfall people keep talking about.
Yep. So here is the waterfall. Oh, that is gorgeous. And I mean, don't take my word for it. Look at that is great. We're looking at some of the wildflowers, and then look way off in the distance.
I'm looking there. Yeah. Oh, okay. So maybe I'm approaching the wrong side to get to the waterfall. How long did it take to get to the waterfall, Trisha?
You know what?
Everyone's timing is different.
45 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It's about almost 3 miles. It's about a 6-mile round trip.
Oh, okay, that's not bad at all. Perfect. And you brought snacks and the hydration. Kept an eye on everyone in your group.
Yeah, you know what? We brought our water and everything, but we planned to go to the restaurant. So the restaurant up there is they serve great eats. Anything from a little bit of a Mexican flair. I had a kale salad. Some people had fajitas. So
I imagine the place has certainly grown since last summer on the property side, as far as camping and lodging, and the restaurant side is just getting bigger and expanding. Yeah. You were last there?
Yeah, it is. And I had a chance to stay there a couple of years ago. So Piney River Ranch, if you get a chance, especially if you got the day to do it, it was about 5 hours of our time from when I picked my friends up in Vail at 11, dropped them back off at like 4. So if you've got the day, do it. And it looks like we're gonna have good weather today to do that. So you may want to head out there. Otherwise, a lot of activities, a lot of farmers markets happening today. The Minter Market, the oldest market in Eagle County, the original, that's happening today. The one in Edwards as well.
I'm a huge fan of the Edwards Market. I'm a huge fan of the Minturn Market. And I'm a huge fan of Art on the Rockies.
Oh, yes. Art on the Rockies. We had a chance to go there yesterday, and there's over 100, about 113, I think they said.
110, 113. They're about the same range.
Yeah. And this is going to be at the Colorado Mountain College. It's in their huge parking lot.
Can't miss it.
Rows and rows of artists and all sorts of mediums. Christopher Jeffries, he's new this year, and he's doing the blown glass.
Absolutely.
His stuff was so cool.
Never seen the style before, and his interpretation of his work, what inspired or influenced his projects, it's actually left in your hands if you purchase from him to do your home or office with Christopher Jeffries' work.
I know. Maybe we could get a little.
We could use that here.
Spruce up the place to Christopher Jeffries. Yeah. So Art in the Rockies is going on again today. from 10 to 5 and again tomorrow. And I think they said they're going to bring some food trucks in today.
That's right.
They do have some areas for seats in the shade. So shaded seating. It did get a little hot out there.
It was a hot one yesterday, but we are there. I mean, just 2 days ago, Denver was in an ozone warning because they were hitting triple digits. And yesterday being the 5th day all year to hit the over 100 or over triple digits. That's where we are weather-wise and season-wise, even impacting us here in the mountains.
Yeah, you know what? And we can give you a look at the weather right now and let you know some of the details on what you can expect today and throughout the rest of the week. It's looking pretty good today as far as plenty of sunshine, really not a chance of showers.
But it's Colorado, and anything could happen because we were at the 0% chance yesterday and yesterday evening, and somewhere, like we always talk about, the chariots of clouds roll in, and a nice little microburst action happened.
Yes.
But it makes for a great sunset. And we have some footage of that from our own team that went out yesterday evening to Vail Village.
I know, and you know what? I did feel the raindrops yesterday. My friends had just rolled in from Moab, Utah. I was like, really? It wasn't hot out there, but they said Moab was packed. A lot of people enjoying it during the holiday weekend, last weekend. And I went out to help them move things from their car, and those big raindrops coming down.
That's
for
really
about
nice of you, Trisha, to help
10 minutes.
move things from people's cars. I've got things I need moved out of my car, even on a rainy day. Okay, so here's last night's view. But look how gorgeous and magical and golden and warm that is, and how people are taking in the weather as the raindrops are coming down versus taking shelter. I was actually out there yesterday, and hail came through at West Vail.
Oh, really?
Around the same time. Around the same time.
Okay, right around dusk. Okay,
Yes.
all right. So weather details for you. What you can expect today. This weather is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine watches and jewelry since 1897. We're looking at plenty of sunshine, but the wind is going to pick up again today. We saw that yesterday, especially when we were at the Arts on the Rockies.
Yes.
The tents were starting to blow. So winds could gust to about 30 miles per hour, but that breeze actually feels good. But then we're going to see nothing but sunny skies for your Sunday as well. And really hardly a chance of precipitation.
Mm-hmm.
My Monday, we move into that 14 to 15%,
Mm-hmm.
and really looking good for the rest of the week. This is great news for Bravo, the Vail Valley Music Festival. They have the Philadelphia Orchestra there. So we're going to, lawn seating won't be a problem if you want to go out to Bravo.
We're not afraid of the weather around here. We love whatever the weather brings, whether the sun shines or not.
Yes. Yeah. And you know what? I was talking to Anne-Marie McDermott. She's the artistic director of Bravo. And their opening weekend, they had a lot of rain. That's when we were really getting those monsoonal rain flows.
That's right.
When the temperature cooled down the second half of June. And I said, how did it go? It's so disappointing when you have to have rain. And she said, we have such hardy fans. They basically had every device known to, outdoor enthusiasts that would keep them dry and comfortable. And they were even offered extra seats under the pavilion. And they're like, nope. I'm fine. I've got it covered, literally.
So be prepared like a pessimist, but get out there like an optimist to enjoy whatever the weather brings for your entertainment, your exploring, your adventures. And we're happy to hear and see your pictures of what happened to you at these events and whatever the weather's doing to you.
Yeah, and here's looking at Bravo and the crowds. And tonight, they're going to have Mendelssohn, the Italian Symphony at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater at 6 p.m. And then Deneuve, that conductor, will be leading the Philadelphia Orchestra. They bring in a lot of guest conductors. And this is fun to see, too. And, sometimes it's good to get Bravo seats right close to the stage, because watching these conductors and all the orchestra members, it's pretty amazing.
They're celebrating McDermott's 10 years of being with Bravo, too. I read that in our magazine, Bravo magazine. You can find out details about Bravo by going to the event, finding this magazine. I'm not sure where else they have these.
Yeah, you know what? I think you just get them. It's basically your program book. Mm-hmm. And if you do get it, save it for the next time. I used to always just put it in my little blanket that I would bring to the lawn.
Yes.
And so you can find out more and read up on things before you get there, because a lot of times I enjoy the music more when I know the background story. When you know what the composer was going through in his mind when all this stuff was going on, when he wrote the music. It's fascinating. So tonight, once again, 6 p.m. and then tomorrow. And then the Philadelphia, they'll take a couple breaks of a few nights from the amphitheater, but then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, they'll come back. And this should be It's pretty awesome. So.
You're watching Vail Daily Live, and I'm sure you're wondering what else we have happening on the show, and we have the details right here for you. So again, you have Trisha and I hosting this morning with you, sharing with you the weather and the topicals and everything that we've went through yesterday. But we'll also have Carolyn Tyler Encore Trunk Show at Carrots.
Oh yeah, Carolyn Tyler. She's retiring. Carolyn, she's been coming to the Valley for probably maybe 2 decades. And all of her jewelry is at Dan Talene's store in Vail Village right now. She hails out of Bali. She's, American born, but she's been in Bali for many, many years.
Oh.
The craftsmanship and the art that the folks in Bali do for her 22 karat gold jewelry pieces, the amazing gems that she puts in there. It's just awesome. But she decided to, she's going to open up a wellness center. So she's selling all her jewelry.
So you'll find that on the show. Also, Trisha and I had the opportunity to make our way to Art on the Rockies at CMC, conducting a few interviews, checking out some featured artists, not all of them. That way we don't give it all away. Be sure to make your way to Art on the Rockies at CMC, but that's also on the show.
Yeah. And we got to talk. Oh, yeah. What else are we doing? Weather and all sorts of things.
And Bravo, of course.
Yeah.
We did some interviews there.
Yeah. We did some interviews at Bravo and at the Art on the Rockies. So we'll have that for you. A little bit of talk about the theater. I mean, not the theater, the rodeo.
So let's find out what our producer director, Emma, is thinking. You just want us to keep talking. All right, very good.
I know. Okay, well, all right, in the chat, Scott Sternberg calling it Mountain Daylight Time. All right, well,
there you
I
go.
call it Mountain Standard Time, just like the band. Have you ever heard the band, Mountain Standard Time?
No. Are they local?
Yeah.
Okay, well, now I have.
All right, and then Rodney Travis. He's a Ty Diaz fan.
Hey, Rodney, good to see you again. Thank you for watching Vail Daily Live.
He's watching from something.
The Carolinas, right?
Yeah.
He's been with us for, 15 years?
Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in. If you have any questions for us, we're happy to field those questions. But upcoming next week, if you're making your way to town, you're not here yet to catch this weekend's Bravo and the Philadelphia Orchestra, we do have the return of rodeo to Eagle County.
Oh, yeah. Rodeo, it's been a big tradition here in Eagle County for years. Last year, of course, we couldn't host it, but Ken Hovey had a chance to check in with some of the folks that are putting the rodeo on, some of the 4-H kids. Let's find out what he learned down in Eagle.
Yeehaw! Hello everyone, Ken Hovey down here at the Eagle County Fairgrounds, and surprising to me, Natalie and Aubrey and they're actually nervous about this. Good morning. Good to see you. And I say nervous because this is the queen and the princess. These are real rodeo girls, and I'm just kind of shocked that a camera would make you nervous. I mean, you girls do it all. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
On being the princess and the queen. What does it take to become, well, let's start with, we'll go to princess first. What does it take to become the princess for the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo?
So we have tryouts that we go through, and that requires like a speech and then horsemanship, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah,
yeah.
You say horsemanship.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't just going and riding a horse. There are different calibers of it. What types of things do you do when you're out there riding to show that you're qualified to have the title of princess?
So we ride our horses with respect, and when we go, we'll run our flags, which are our sponsors around the arena, and yeah, so we do that as royalty.
That's my favorite, by the way.
Okay.
I love watching you guys just like come tearing through, flags are flying. They're usually playing God Bless America and crowds going crazy. It's so fun to watch you. And I know our community is so proud to have you as representatives. Now, you two are sisters, is that right?
Uh-huh.
And you are the queen. Is there any rivalry over this, or just a lot of encouragement?
It's been pretty fun. Usually it's kind of rare to see like sisters doing this, but it's been a really fun 2 years, and just excited to be able to do this again this year.
This is a legacy, because I've known a couple of sisters over the years that have had this title, and what I love about it is how the younger cowgirls and cowboys, they look up to you. Like I'll see you even signing autographs and whatnot. What does that mean to you?
It is. It's super fun. When I was younger, that was something I've always wanted to do. I was like 4 years old at my first rodeo. I was like, I want to do that one day, and now I get to do that and be that for somebody else, which is just super fun.
That's a great way to understand, like, you are an ambassador, not just to the rodeo, but to Eagle County, and you guys look fantastic. You get to wear these great outfits. I love your buckles, by the way. You actually have the princess and queen buckles on.
Thank you.
And you have to earn those. You can't just go out and buy a buckle like that. Like
Exactly.
it's like winning a rodeo. Now the rodeos, we're coming back down here on Friday nights every week, and then
Yep.
of course we have the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo that's gonna be coming up. A little bit more pressure on you during these times.
Yeah, I mean, it gets a little busier. I guess the Friday rodeos, we're gonna go to that tonight, and then I think we're gonna start running flags at those too, just to get our horses ready for the big rodeo, you know. And then
I was gonna say these are not your horses, right? These are ones that have been down here. You know, we've had the fire. These are just being held down here to make sure while things clear. But tell us about your horses.
we've got a few horses, but the horses we use for rodeo, we've got. I've got my rodeo horse. Her name's Nellie. She's been doing this forever.
What's her specialty, would you say? If she's
She-
great at one thing.
She was a barrel horse.
Ooh.
She's kind of older now, so we don't really do that on her, but really we just use her for this kind of stuff. But yeah.
Now, do both of you girls barrel race as well?
No, not really. I mean, every once in a while we'll
Get out there and
get out there, do a little bit, but
because that makes me nervous. Barrel racing.
yeah, it's a lot to take.
It's fast. Now, what do you think about the rodeo itself? I mean, there's so much excitement around it. What are your favorite events to watch?
I mean, my favorite is definitely the timed events. I love the roping and the team roping and the tie down, and that's my favorite. The rough stock's pretty cool to watch too. I mean, I just love everything about the sport.
Yeah,
but-
it's fun. I love watching the grandstands fill up and
Oh,
kids
yeah.
having a good time and just everything, the cotton candy and people up there just enjoying Eagle County at its finest. As we move forward through the summer, what other things do you like to do? Like, what is some of your other favorite things to do?
So we show animals at fair, and we'll show the horses as well. And so we do lamb, and then I do chicken and horses.
What goes into showing chickens?
Um,
I need to understand this.
That's it's something else. I definitely do it just like for like the college that I'm planning to go to and
And I know-
fundraise and stuff.
Well, as
so.
you say, 4-H is big in this too. You get a lot of the 4-H
Oh,
kids
yeah.
that come down.
Yeah.
Well, as you had mentioned, and in closing, I'd love to have a comment from both of you. You mentioned the little ones, how they look up to you and how you used to look up to them. What advice do you have for an aspiring cowgirl or cowboy?
I think if I could give anyone any advice, it's just that, go, if there's something you want to do, go for it. Don't wait for tomorrow. Just do what you want to do, because it'll happen if you set your mind to it.
That is great advice, even beyond rodeo. And how about for you?
Mine would pretty much be the same thing. Definitely just get out and do what you want to do, and live
Enjoy
the
each
dream.
day.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you girls are living the dream. We're so proud of you as community members, and I promise you, when I see you come lapping around out there on the arena, you're going to hear it from me. Woo! Can I get a yeehaw?
Yeah.
Yeah! Awesome. Congratulations, girls. Good luck with everything coming up. For Vail Daily Live, this is Ken Hovey down here in Eagle. We'll see you out there in the arena.
It's back. The 81st Annual Eagle County Fair and Rodeo rides into town July 21st through the 24th. Enjoy the thrill of the Great Northern Affair Carnival rides daily. Great food, live music, 4-H exhibits, and more. Plus all the action of the PRCA Pro Rodeo. Friday and Saturday nights, kick up your heels with country singing sensation Buck Ford. Don't miss the action. Get your tickets online now for the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With two of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
Thank you for watching Vail Daily Live, and good morning to you Saturday morning. My name is Ty Diaz, and we want to give a special thank you to Vail Mountain Coffee, right there located in Minturn, their main office where the roastery is found. You can also find locations in Beaver Creek where they also have accents to fuel your coffee that much more. And again, Vail Mountain Coffee, we want to say thank you to you all for sponsoring the show. Fuel your adventure. Here's what made headlines in today's newspaper. Take a look with me, perhaps online. You can also find the blue box around Eagle County to check out the newspaper for yourself. And noticing the first cover page, Alpenglow. This is clouds building as Alpenglow sets above the Gore Range Tuesday near Walcott. This view is fantastic. This actually looks similar to last night's sunset over Vail with the rain that came through. But also this is also capturing what things look like following the fires that we received and making headlines. The main title, The Dawn of Mega Fires. Fire experts agree that an East troublesome-like fire seems inevitable for Vail and other resort communities. You can find more about this topic on page 2 in today's Vail Daily. You can also find on page A3, Forest Service publishes final Berlamont decision. Clock starts on the new project proposed for North Edwards. And in the arts and entertainment section found on page B1, return of Vail Jazz. And what we're finding here, the internationally acclaimed singer, songwriter, saxophonist Chris Steiger sings at the opening performance of the festival on Thursday night. The Vail Jazz Festival features a different headline act every Thursday evening in the Jazz Tent at Lion's Head, and that's located at Vail. On page A4, the town of Avon Recall Committee and town dig their heels into over-election and appeal. Both parties filed responses to the district court after the town filed its appeal and request to suspend the court's order. Feel free to pick up today's newspaper and check out the headlines and other top stories. You can also find the classifieds for positions and job hires that's going on, as well as advertisements and updates about events happening around the Vail Valley and Eagle County. Now let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by the town of Avon, the heart of the valley. We've certainly experienced summer, the return of those high temperatures. We've had the cooler weeks, the previous two. Temperatures were hanging out in the mid to upper 60s, low 70s, but now we're climbing in feels of the 90s around the valley, but with plenty of sunshine. And though we could also find in the forecast the slim chance of precipitation, hold on to the fact that something could roll in at any time, and might find that squelch of showers in the late evening or in the early parts of your night for a good evening's rest. As we look at the weekend's weather, again, temperatures right there in the mid 80s, sunshine in the forecast. Apply your sunscreen, hydrate while you're out there, but don't be afraid of the weather. We celebrate the weather no matter what it brings here in Eagle County, and get out there and enjoy yourself. And as we move into the new week, clouds rolling in, holding steady with those same temperatures, and overnight temperatures the same. But again, though it may call for 0 chance of precipitation, still a % chance in the forecast. Just wait for it. It's Colorado. Anything can happen. Now let's talk about Art on the Rockies. It's happening at Colorado Mountain College in Edwards. Tricia and I had a chance to go down there. Let's take a look.
We are at Art on the Rockies. Joining me now, we have Randy Galloway, and he is their featured artist. Great to have you here today.
Yeah, it's really nice. Looks like beautiful show, beautiful weather, beautiful day. So
I know, and this is your first time to Art on the Rockies.
It's my first time doing this one.
Okay.
So I come from Arizona, Cave Creek, and it's just a little suburb by Scottsdale there, and a nice little place. So I've got a lot of Native American things, Western things, and I had done a couple of special things for Colorado.
Okay.
This one here I did especially for the show, so it's
brand
new. So the title is The Lone Wolf.
Okay.
So in the snow. So I thought that would be a nice one to do.
That would be, especially because they're trying to reintroduce wolves to the area.
Everybody loves buffaloes here.
Yeah, we got a little. I like the title. Let's talk.
Let's talk. Yeah. I used to be the art director for publications in Boulder at the University of Colorado. Yeah. So I worked there for 5-6 years. And so I know the buffs.
Yeah, was
so
Ralphie
everybody-
inspiration of this? One of the Ralphies.
Yeah, so everybody likes buffaloes around here, so I did one of those.
Okay.
And then my normal thing is the character portraits.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of Native American and Western things that are character portraits, so they're more than just a bust portrait. They show the whole character. So that one's titled Serenity. She's Lakota Sioux.
Oh wow.
And then this one was the piece that was on the poster in the newspaper.
Yeah, this was the cover of the Vail Daily, the wrap
This one
on
is
Friday.
Sunrise on the Plains.
Okay.
So the Crow Reservation up in Montana, I had gone up there for the 100-year anniversary of the Crow Fair, and they had 1,000 teepees.
Really?
In the woods along the river. It was spectacular. It was like living back in the 1800s. It was just beautiful. Yeah.
Okay.
So this was just 4 teepees, and you can see how nice the graphic looked with all the poles sticking up. And so then I did this one especially for the show. But then these are the poles before they're wrapped with the buffalo hide.
Okay.
Or the canvas, so they just had the poles.
And it
so I
looks
had
like
the moon behind at night, so it made it real dramatic. And that one's called Many Moons Have Passed.
oh my gosh!
So it
Wow.
gives you the whole feel of all the Native American for 1,000 years with the teepees.
Yeah.
So with the moon.
And that's what's neat is just to see what you've named them and then to get the backstory, because that's what's nice about this event is the artists are here. A lot of times you might just see their work in a gallery, but when you can meet the artist, it's so spectacular. It's like being backstage.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. And then just a couple of years ago, I started doing bronze.
Oh wow!
So this is a brand new thing for me. So
Look at
I've only done
these.
this for the last 4 years of these pieces, and they've sold really well for me, and they're fun. This one's stealing the show.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
the Lakota chief there is playing, singing his drum, and not paying attention, and the raccoon
He's
snuck up
taking
and
over.
stole his medicine pouch. So,
Wow! And then family. Look at her
that one's
jewelry.
Bundle of Joy. I haven't got the title plate on there yet. That's a brand new one from the Foundry. And the Dance of Abundance. So he ties in with the big one outside with the chief, the Indian. For they would always give thanks for their buffalo.
Okay.
And this one, the Rooftop Maiden, this is a unique one because she's cantilevered up on that. The ladder's holding her up on top of the roof there.
Oh wow!
So on the, and this is close to around here, would be on the Hopi Reservation.
Okay.
And so the young girls, they always wore their hair like that.
Yeah.
It's swash blossom whirl is what they call it.
Oh my gosh! And then just little
We've
tidbits
got a
of the
gunslinger here.
Old West
Yeah,
here.
with a lot of detail on that piece. With the gunslinger's glare. So it's a play on the word glare because he's got sunglasses on for the glare, and then he's also glaring at the guy that he's.
Yeah, I can tell they're in front of they're on Main Street.
Yeah,
the shootout's about to go down.
Yeah, and so he's got his glares. Got the guy figured out.
Okay, awesome. Well, are you going to be traveling a lot this summer to different
And so,
shows?
no, the summer's usually when I stay at home in the air conditioning, crank out a lot of paintings for the fall show. So they'll have shows in October, November, and then January, the big showdown in Scottsdale.
All right, great. So we can see you there.
Thanks, yeah. You might want to get the big chief around
Yeah,
the
let's take
side
a look at the
there.
big chief
He's
before we say goodbye.
This
So
is
this
a
was
really good one, and it's kind of a more of a mountainy kind of a look to it. So this would have been.
Oh wow, yeah.
So
with
this
the
one's
lake
titled
behind.
"Expressing His Gratitude."
Oh.
So it's all about the buffalo, saying thanks, giving thanks for the buffalo.
Okay, and check out this detail. I mean, you could almost just tell the beads, the bead work, but it's a painting, and then all the drawings on the inside of the hide.
Yeah, telling the story of the buffalo hunt on the inside of his buffalo robe.
Wow. I mean, I feel like I'm looking more at a photograph than at a painting.
And he's a great character with his large cheekbones.
And you've got all the bison in the background.
And then
So
this one's a popular one here.
Yeah.
Because it fits in all the weird places in the house where nothing will go, the long skinny.
Yeah.
But it kind of tells the whole story of out on the plains looking for the buffalo. Most of the time they were spent searching for the It's not like the buffalo herds were right there waiting for them. They would track them, and it would take months to find out where they were, and then they would have a big hunt just one night, and they would get enough to last for a whole year.
okay, yeah, hunting season. Lasting a little bit of time. Yeah, they didn't have a GPS to help find those pies under the buffalo. All right. Well, Randy, if we want to follow you on any social media or website, is there a way to do
my
it?
website, and it's randygallowayfineart.com.
Okay, all right. Randy Galloway, he is the featured artist at this weekend's Art on the Rockies, available 10 to 5 Saturday and Sunday. So stop on by or check out the website, artontherockies.com.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live, and that was Art on the Rockies happening this weekend. And 113 artists over diverse mediums happening out there. Colorado Mountain College and Edwards. Trisha, that was a fun time yesterday.
I know. And Ty did my camera work on that interview, and I just watching it today. It's so amazing, even through a camera's lens, to see what Randy Galloway created, and just the craftsmanship of the detail of the beads on the belt, the drawings on the inside of that hide cape that he was wearing. Just really cool.
You have to live in a different time frame when it comes to looking at art. You really have to stop everywhere else that you are in your mind and notice what's happening in a piece. Then you're in a whole new world, and could change your day.
Yeah, and Randy has been visiting with all the different Native American tribes, and he really gets to know them. He gets brought in to do special projects, and he really loves the portraiture side of his business, not just landscape, that sort of thing. So stop by. He's the featured artist today. Art of the Rockies will be going on from 10 to 5 today and tomorrow. They said they will have areas of shade where you can sit, maybe take a little rest, because it's gonna be another hot one today.
And there's supposed to be food trucks, so have some nosh. You don't have to rush off from the art show to go and find lunch. It'll be there, as well as water and the shade and some designer seating we found out there too. There's plenty to see and to acquire. Art on the Rockies.
And a lot of people were biking there too. So
Very
maybe
true.
make it part of your day, get your bike ride in.
What a great idea.
They do have parking a little bit at Colorado Mountain College. They're using most of the parking lot for the art event, but there's extra parking just over at Mountain Recreation.
Or you can park like Trisha wherever you want. That's what you
I kind
did
of
yesterday.
created my own parking
You really
spot
did.
yesterday. I was parallel parking.
It was it was paralleled. You just found your own spot.
I don't have one of those new fancy cars that parallel park it for you. I don't have that.
You
So
don't
I had
need
to
that.
dig back deep into my driver's ed training.
But we did capture a lot of artists down there, more to share with you. So stay close to Vail Daily Live, but plenty of upcoming events, not just this weekend, but throughout summer, like
Gypsum Days. That is coming up next week. And this is a lot of fun. And they're going to bring in some headliner concerts as well. So on Friday, we have just an awesome lineup for you. So we have 2 nights of music this year, and really excited about that. So for Friday, we're going to be bringing in country music's new male artist of the year, and that's Jimmy Allen. And doors open at 8 for this, with an opening act, a band called Alexis, and then Jimmy Allen gets on stage at about 8:30.
What's really nice about Gypsum Days, I mean, they've been doing this for, I would say, almost 30 years. I remember maybe 27 years ago when Rascal Flatts was the leading band. And I went to college with Jay DeMarcus of Rascal Flatts, only to run into him years later at a Gypsum Days. But family fun events, free daytime activities. Bring the kids. This is not just for adults, but for families and for the kids, especially. So kids, bring your parents too, is what we're saying.
Yeah, well, lots of kids activities, face painting, all sorts of things going on.
Yeah.
That picture just before this one, that was the jalapeno eating contest.
Oh.
And I've never signed up for this. I don't think I can handle it.
Now it's coming back to me. I've been to Gypsum Days, now that you've mentioned the jalapeno eating contest. And I shot video for this years ago. Oh, yeah. You know what? This is a sweaty good time, and it's firesome. And bring your own milk.
Oh, my gosh. Is that
to turn off
car.
To turn off
the heat.
Yes.
Yeah. So the classic car show is another fun part of this. They're going to be doing a pickleball tournament as well. They've got the fun parade, the pancake breakfast. It really is classic small town fun. And then on Saturday night, we're going to have the doors open for the concert venue at 6:30, 7 p.m. Pat Green is going to take the stage.
Oh.
And then Low Cash, great music duo, country music duo, and three-time Emmy nominee, opening up for so Low Cash will be opening up. Pat Green will be there too. So it's going to be a lot of great fun. And I've been down to this. I was there, I think, 2 years ago, maybe 3. And it's just, everyone comes out for it. The Lundgren Amphitheater is a great venue, big park. You can bring your chairs.
Now, Tricia, you're a very active person on the athletic side. So I can see how one would have missed the jalapeno eating contest if you signed up for the 5K.
Yeah.
Because that's what they have also available with a $10 admissions fee, entry fee for that. And so there's plenty of activities, very, very diverse event, Gypsum Days, where you can kind of enjoy the food, you can enjoy the shows, you can enjoy the kids' activities, the car shows, and do a 5K.
And there's also going to be a talent show, a youth talent show.
They just keep bringing
And
it.
this has been fun. A lot of times they'll, maybe it's juggling, maybe it's telling jokes, maybe it's singing, dancing, pogo stick jumping. So the youth talent show, you got to get your entry form in for that. So go to townofgypsum.com to find out more deals. The entire schedule's on there. They'll give you a little bit of that concert talent history that you were talking about.
Yes, and so that great lineup, but who knows, if you're in that talent show, you could become discovered at Gypsum Days. That's what these events bring. When we hear about new artists, they were discovered in their own town events and just get big.
Yeah. So, Scotty McCreery was there 2019. Randy Hauser, that's who I saw in 2018. Gary Allen, he was there 2017. Big and Rich, remember those guys? Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
I remember that name of a band.
The Charlie Daniels Band
Know
has
that
been
name.
there. So really the who's who of country music has been there. So, in 2002, Pam Tillis and Rascal Flatts.
There you go.
Rascal Flatts was the opener
Yes.
for Pam Tillis
That's
back
awesome.
in the day.
See,
All right.
a lot can happen there. This is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday event, and it's waiting for you to check out. It is Gypsum Days, and to find out more about these features and invite more families and friends to join you out there, visit their website, gypsumdays.com.
Okay, now we're going to move it up valley to Beaver Creek. What's happening at Beaver Creek today? Well, they're going to have live music throughout the plaza, throughout the day. And then where they normally have the ice rink, they've covered that with their little fake grass, kind of little astroturf. And they brought out lawn sports. They've got the bags, the beanbag game. They also have shuffleboard.
Yes.
When's the last time you played shuffleboard?
I can't tell you. And it's not that it's a secret, it's that I don't remember.
I think I was on a cruise ship the last time I played.
I've never been on a cruise ship. So yeah, so both.
All right, so they're going to have some fun lawn games right down their plaza. And then Silent Disco is tonight.
This I know.
Yeah, have you done this, Ty?
I haven't done it, but I've watched people enjoy themselves with the silent disco, basically a pair of headphones. A DJ is playing 2 or 3 different styles of music, and there's a color code on everyone wearing headphones, which determine if you're listening to the same music that they're listening to.
Yeah,
it could be a slow dance, it could be a techno, it could be a fast dance.
Yeah. So this is going to be from 5 to 8 p.m. So you grab your headphones from right on the plaza level near the ice rink, which of course is not an ice rink, but we just call it that anyway. And it's free fun activity. And then tomorrow we're bringing in Helmut Fricker. He'll be there from 1 to 3. And then Fossil Posse Dinosaur Adventures, our good buddy Billy Doran will be there from 4 till 5:30 on Sunday. And what's really cool about this is I always learn so much. Like Billy is such a passionate guy about the dinosaurs. Instead of calling himself, he says, I'm not a paleontologist, I'm a paleontologist. So he loves to engage the kids. He wants them to learn. He wants them to have fun. And, adults learn along the way too.
He's created this all on his own, and he's done us all the big favor of finding these fossils that have roamed the planet right in these here parts. And I had the opportunity to run into Billy last weekend. I said, Billy, we need to get you on Vail Daily Live. He's like, I would love to. I've talked with Tricia, but I'm just so busy. I said, just give us approval to roll footage of what you do. And then we'll just go ahead and play it and tell stories about, your shares.
He's got a great kids camp that's just down west of Edwards, just off the Walcott exit. And it's just right there by the old yacht yacht club, and the kids camp is super popular. He's also doing the museum at Dinosaur Junction, so if you want to just come in and check that out. And then he's also teaming up with like Timberline Tours. So when you're on your raft tour, you'll do a little stop at his place, and he'll do a little bit of information there. So Fossil Posse Adventures, you can check it out online.
You know, with all the activities, Trisha, everyone that we meet, that we talk to, that we may see happening as a tent or venue location, everyone that's hosting these events are approachable. So don't be shy. Engage.
All right. Want to let you know what's going on with the weather right now. It's going to be another hot one, Ty.
It is. And so guess what I'm not wearing for the rest of the day after the show? This, but I'm happy to sport it right now. It's from the outlets of Silverthorne. What are you wearing today? Maybe you'd like to make your way to do a little shopping at the outlets of Silverthorne. You can find them at the Silverthorne exit in Summit County. The deals, the savings in the sun, in the clouds, in the evening time. Here's what the weather brings for us. So we're starting out morning with the 50s. It feels like that looking outside of the Vail Daily Live windows, some wind speed, but up and down the valley, we're going to find, well, even beyond the valley, we're going to find this time of the morning, almost the 70s in Denver, picking up the mid to low 50s in Eagle, Vail, Edwards, holding similar in temperature, as well as Avon, but the climb will happen. And will that wind speed stick with us? We would hope so. But if you're out on a hike, in different parts of your hike out there in the sun, there'll be some shade. And if you want to get cooler, then walk closer to the water and in the shade and take a breather. Stop what you're doing so that you don't bring exertion harm to yourself on the trails. Be prepared for the impact.
Drink the water, and the next couple of days look great too. So I think for Bravo tonight, tomorrow night, get the lawn seats. They're I think $29 each, and we're gonna have good weather, pretty warm temperatures once again. Saturday just a little cooler for Vail.
Yeah, there you have it. And as we look into our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, still holding close to temperature, clouds rolling back in, increasing our potential for showers. Overnight low temperatures will be in the mid to upper 40s, low 50s. This weather is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. Elevated savings.
All right, and I'm wearing my outlets.
Okay,
Are
and
you?
I am too. So, quick story. I went to the outlets, needed something to wear, and I thought I was going to pick up like a shirt for this occasion, but the deals and the savings anywhere from 15 to 70% off. I walked out of there with like 3 bags, 20 articles of clothing, shoes as well, footwear.
Yeah, I think I got, I think this shirt was Banana Republic, and it was about $27. And I'm like, okay, I could do that.
And at the outlets, they also have dessert places too for hot days like today to cool off on some sweet delights.
Oh yeah, they've got the Blue River too. You can hang out down by the river.
So who do we have in the chat box? Anyone?
Thank Meredith. Yep. I love this shirt too. You should get one. All right, but yeah, thanks for the outlets. It's Silverthorne for sponsoring our Saturday Steals today. And I think we're gonna actually show mountain biking, right? So this is Meredith. Her whole outfit, you can get the whole, and that's the thing, when you get into a new sport,
right?
And maybe you haven't done mountain biking in a while,
right?
Stop by the outlet, the Pearl Izumi store. They're gonna have all the shorts, the different layers, the bike jerseys.
Okay.
You can get them all.
Okay,
and
so
the shoes.
So we're gonna see something about biking while wearing outlets gear?
Yes.
Let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look. We have
We are at Art on the Rockies, and now we're in the booth where you can infuse jazz and silk into art. Right now, meet the artist, which is Prince Duncan Williams and his silk creations. Welcome, Prince.
Hi, man. Welcome to my booth. All right. This is silk mosaics. What I do is I sketch the composition basically on a leather board. Once the composition is done, I spread adhesive all over, and I'll do the outlines, which is following the art, the sketch, with the black threads, which is what you're looking at. Then later on, I go back in sections and glue different colors of thread down till the whole process is finished. Here, basically, a lot of people want to know the thread work, how long it takes. But thread work, usually I don't like telling because that's the easy part of my work, is the composition. The time that I spend to create the composition is where a lot of time is spent. Some of my compositions could take me about a year. You know, like for instance, if you go behind me right there, it took me about a year to complete this composition before I executed with the thread work. There's 9, it's called Something in Heaven. There's 9 women dancing in there, and they're calling for miracles from heaven. So, and then when the miracles come, which is true, something is in heaven that we all receive. Okay.
We're finding from you that silk art is a family trade.
I learned it from my uncle, actually, and years later I went back home and I saw my cousin using the silk thread. But when I was younger, we used much more of a cotton thread than we used natural dyes. So I remember we cooked the dyes and soaked the threads and then took it out, and we picked glue off of trees.
Oh, wow.
It. Yes, and then I did a project in elementary school. I believe when I was in 8th grade. You know,
I'm sure it'll be interesting for the viewers to learn, again, that you're pulling glue off of trees in elementary school. Yeah. The location of the trees and your education is Ghana.
Ghana, yes. I grew up, I came to the United States in 1982, February 22nd, I remember the date. But I did school in Ghana. I did architectural drafting. So that's why in my work, you see how detailed I am. So I'm actually a drafter. Yeah, I'm a self-taught artist.
Now let's turn into the self-taught artist, and again, this family trade that you learned from your uncle and how organic all these works comes together. But let's learn a little bit more about you and how this music and this color comes together with jazz.
With jazz, I love, actually, color is actually my native country. We get color from, like, if you remember when the President Clinton, President Bush, and President Obama went to Ghana, they were presented a kente cloth, which is royalty. The cloth, when it's given to you, is very heavy. That's the threads that I use to make any kente cloth. Is very, very colorful.
Oh wow!
And I'm in a can, and we love color. So, and then if you're looking at basically the music, I always wanted to play when I was younger.
Oh wow!
But I never got a chance. I never got the chance to play.
What would you play?
You know what? Any instrument. I remember when I was young, but I didn't get a chance to. So I have a way of, showing it in my art, and most people go, wow, this is like music without instruments, Basically, and yes, I do a lot of that, my composition by saxophone is basically much of my
I wanted to play sax.
I
understand.
Keyboards was another thing that I wanted. The drums was not what I wanted, but I want to get into keyboards and stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, there is a conversation piece out here of all your work, and we're going to notice this one for how it just picks up light, and it's right over here.
All right.
And what's the title of this one?
This one is called Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind. Yeah, just the wind blowing, you find just when I saw the horse running with the hair blowing behind, I thought maybe I'll take it in the next, I'll say the next stage of our next life, where there's color. So I decided to color this horse to give it much more of a meaningful, the next life, what we see. Yeah.
People know your name. They know this work. They've been looking for you. We had to wait in line just to get to your tent. Amen. The name and the Silk Art Creations, Prince Duncan Williams. If you're interested in learning more about his pieces online or making a purchase today, where can we find you?
You can find me actually at Art of the Rockies, right here by the you got me all confused.
Colorado Mountain College?
Yes, exactly. I'm not quite sure, but I know I'm in the park where the college is, and you can find me here. And if not, you can reach me at Silk Art Creations. .com or princeduncanwilliams.com will be my my website. Okay.
Thank you very much for the tour. We are on Art on the Rockies. We'll take another look at this piece as well as the artist. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. Hey, I want to give you an idea of what the fly fishing is looking like right now. And I just spoke to John Packer on the phone during that interview. And he said that luckily the water has cooled down on the upper Colorado. We call it the upper sea because they released some water from the Blue River in there, and that has cooled down the temperatures a bit. But with these warmer temperatures, they're still recommending that you get out early and fish till about noon. These high temps have been stressing out the fish.
You know, for you to get that detail of me observing it in-house like this, that was pretty exciting. You had to leave the room, get the phone call, get the detail in order to get it back to us just in time, not realizing that so much goes on when it comes to what the fish are biting on and what the fly fishing people are doing to prepare us and our responsibility.
Yeah, well, the Colorado Department of Parks and Wildlife was kind of recommending a volunteer just ceasing fishing for a little bit. But now that the water has been released from the Blue River, John Packer said, you know what, it's cooled things down a bit. So that's the good news. But if you want to get out there, yeah, get out there early so they can take you out there. Obviously, John Packer's there. All the guys there, the guides are there at about 7 a.m. They officially open at 8, but Fly Fishing Outfitters, they're located right in Avon, next to Agave.
And they've been around since 1992.
Oh, yes. And they're Orvis endorsed as well. And they have all these Orvis clinics. If you want to do a 2-day, 3-day clinics, they offer them pretty much every week throughout the summer. And they have a great kids program as well. I think it's from ages 8 to 15. The kids can go, they can learn, and, you know, it gets them off the devices.
What a magical place where we live, that pretty much anything that we talk about could be for any age and ability level. So look at these pictures. This could be you. This could be your family. This is your experience. This is kind of how it goes, but it feels better when you're in it and getting out there in it. And then sharing your stories with us. We would love to know what your experience is like when you're out with the outfitters.
Yeah, so stop by. You can go to their website as well, flyfishingoutfitters.net. We'll give you the details on that. But Ty, we got to give everyone the weather.
Okay, wait. Are you going to go fly fishing today? Are you? Emma, are you? And if you are, feel free to chat us and let us know. But let's take a look at the weather for your fly fishing adventures today. And so we're looking for another sunny one. And for the start of our morning, we're seeing the trees blowing out there. We have that breeze this morning. We have the mid-50s in fields. But now that we've moved through the hour, that sun could certainly be hitting you a little bit more intensely while you're wherever you are. And I tend to, when I'm doing the remote locations, either move to the sun to be seen, but back in the shade to cool off. And I know that the deodorant is wearing off too. So that means it's time to change your layers. But here's what we're going to find as the temperatures climb into today throughout the valley. Again, Denver picking up the 70s right now, picking up the mid-50s, climbing into the 60s already for Vail. More down valley, we're going to start to feel the 90s when we get at that high point. And we're going to feel the mid to upper 80s today. But have you noticed, Trisha, when you're out on a hike on top of the mountain, 10,000 feet or more, does it feel cooler? Or does the sun seem to be more intense sense because we seem to be closer to it?
No, you know what? I think you could definitely feel it's cooler up there. So whether you're maybe hiking up to Mid-Vail or the top of the Eagle Bond gondola, or if you're taking those gondolas up there and then hiking down, you'll notice the temperature difference. And I always say, bring the jacket, bring an extra layer up there because especially if you are working up a sweat when you go up, you won't be working up that sweat on the way down. So you might want to have a layer for that portion.
That means taking that sweater, tying it in a knot around your waist, keeping your neck cool, or having that backpack that has the snacks and the water for your group so that you're provided for while out on those hikes, but being prepared for it, of course, and then pack some sunscreen and eyewear and keeping an eye on one another and communicate with each other how we're feeling, because we're definitely at the 30% less oxygen at this elevation, and then with the intensity of the weather, there's a lot to think about. But get out there, but be aware. Pay attention to one another too.
And make sure you bring your sunscreen. We were talking to Dr. Mangat the other day, and sunscreen definitely key out there. And it looks like we're going to have nice weather for the next couple of days.
I'm looking forward to it and getting back outside, staying outside. But it promotes a really good sleep too when you're spending it in the sun. Here's where we're going to find more sunshine Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to include tomorrow, Sunday. And we're looking for those clouds to roll in. Will that provide shade and cover for us, or will that just intensify how the sun breaks through those clouds and just beams that light directly on us? There's one way to find out, and that is to get out in the day and be prepared for it. Again, this weather, it is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact our Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love. What's happening in our chat corner? Anyone have any questions about the weather?
Let's see what we got going on.
Or maybe suggestions.
Okay. Hello, Danielle. Oh, she's not going fly fishing, but she's going to go to Art on the Rockies. Oh, with Brenda. Hello. And her daughter. Okay. Danielle's daughter.
That is a move. I like what they're doing today.
So Danielle, I hope you saw the Prince Duncan Williams, his beautiful silk art designs that Ty just talked about.
Great stories too. And I want to learn more about pulling glue off of trees in Ghana. Childhood stories are the best and they stay with you forever.
Yeah. So go visit him. And then Christopher Jeffries, the one with the blown art class, super cool. But then this next artist, this was pretty cool as well.
Okay, so we're talking with Alex and Mona Z. Now get this is a husband and wife team, and they kind of work together in the way that he's the goldsmith, she's the enamelist. Let's make our way back to Art on the Rockies and check out Alex and Mona.
Hey everyone, we're at Art on the Rockies, and we have to show you this booth. This is pretty awesome. We have the goldsmith, Alex, wife Mona. There's Zabados couple from California. They've come out here to show their wares. Alex is the goldsmith, like I mentioned, but then Mona is the enamelist. So she puts all the artwork here, but I want to let you guys explain how this process works, who does what first, what needs to be done, about how long it takes for these pieces. They're just like wearable art.
Yeah, so each piece has about 40 layers before it's finished, and then each layer is fired in a kiln at about 1400 degrees. Wow. The firing time is less than 2 minutes.
Okay. Just very quick.
Yes,
you got to stay on it.
So, and then I will flip the piece over, and while I work on it, it's on a 3 point, so it's just touching the edges. And I will always finish the back with something that has to do most likely with the front. Like here I have this leafy sea dragon.
Yes.
On the back, the opal is also double-sided, opal all the way through.
And then we got a little stone.
And we got the mermaid.
Oh, the mermaid. Yeah. Oh,
her
that's so neat.
Tail is swinging up.
Yeah, and what's really neat is the different materials that you use. Is that like a little leaf?
She got a diamond in the belly button.
Okay, see that little diamond?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. And her hair. Oh, that's just amazing.
The hair is 24 karat gold foil, and it's a very thin sheet of gold, and I hold it between two pieces of paper, and I have little curved scissors, and I cut it, and it lands down on a piece of paper, and I pick up with a wet brush. I pick up the piece of gold.
Oh wow!
And place it on the piece, and with a little water, still water, and move it to exactly where I want it,
Okay.
and then I fire it in.
Yeah, and then 2 minutes more, and then it fires in and everything. Wow. So about how long would it take to make a piece like that, combining Alex's time?
5 to 6 days.
Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow, but a labor of love, I can imagine.
It is.
You know, you can just tell the care that's put into this. I mean, it really is wearable art. And look at this beautiful design. So you can buy different pendants and then, you know, put them on different chains, different lengths chains and everything.
Sure.
That's amazing. So,
And on the back here, there's a silver hoof. He's from a Russian fairy tale of a white stag which clicks his back heels and precious stones fall down.
oh, wow, where's that? I want to find that guy. Precious stones falling from the
Somewhere in
beautiful
Russia
horse.
a long time ago.
Oh, that's amazing. And then, you know, just the different stones that you use on the bottom to just accent it are gorgeous too. Very fun.
And he chooses the stones that he can set them in such a way that you see them from both sides.
Okay, yeah, that's so nice. So you can wear it, you know, and this is great for travel too, because you could have one necklace but different looks with different outfits.
Some are obviously not like day and night.
Yeah. Well, and then this one that's in the frame, so a little bit more going on. Looks like a bit of a peacock feather motif here. That's gorgeous. Wow. And then what do you have? Oh, how cute.
Okay, well, she has a bird nest on top of her head. Other than that, so this is the day side. Now we flip this over, and here you got a more classic for a night outfit.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Oh, this is so cool. Now, have you been to the Arts on the Rockies before?
Yeah, it's been a few years, but we've been here twice before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you back.
It's nice
Traveling
to
all the
be
way from
here.
California. You're probably happy to be traveling again
Yes.
after the
Oh, God,
pandemic.
so nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, if people had an idea of what they wanted, like if they're like, I want a mermaid and then I want that Russian horse. I mean, like, can they give you ideas and can you do custom
It happens
horse?
all the
Sometimes
time,
it
yeah.
happens,
Okay.
Yeah, and we have a website.
Yeah. What is your website?
It's monaenamels.com.
Okay, MonaEnamels.com. Check out Mona and Alex. They are here right across from Christopher Jeffries, the glass blowing artist that we saw earlier. So you could stop by and say hello to them. They'll be at Art on the Rockies, and that's going to be from 10 to 5 each day.
Thank you.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With two of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
It's back. The 81st Annual Eagle County Fair and Rodeo rides into town July 21st through the 24th. Enjoy the thrill of the Great Northern Affair Carnival rides daily. Great food, live music, 4-H exhibits, and more. Plus all the action of the PRCA Pro Rodeo. Friday and Saturday nights, kick up your heels with country singing sensation Buck Ford. Don't miss the action. Get your tickets online now for the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo.
Hello everyone, this is Sean Naylor with the Vail Daily, and for today's episode of On the Grill, we are tackling the mother of all barbecue challenges, the dreaded office party. I'm going to try and impress my coworkers here, but I'm also going to share with you guys 3 main tips on how to serve a barbecue that pleases everyone, including your bosses. Ta-da! Hand sanitizer. You want to keep it safe, you want to keep it clean for everyone. Step 2, never forget about your vegetarians. Right here, we got some balsamic soaked portobello mushrooms. They're gonna be delicious. I'm gonna top them off with some Swiss cheese after I get them nice and hot here on the grill. Step 3, do not trust anyone else with the provisions. We had a coworker show up with an emergency shipment of fresh patties. So we're gonna throw these on too. Being a chef has its perks. One of those is not having to be in the meeting that's going on inside right now. Instead, I'm just cooking for everybody, and I get to be the hero. Well, hopefully. See that group in there? Well, the heat is on, guys, and it is time to impress. And we're gonna see how everyone liked it.
Hey, gang, how about a nice round for our grill by
Killed it.
You're watching Vail Daily Live. Thank you for tuning in with us. We're about to hit the 50 days mark, this brand new show with the Vail Daily, and we're all celebrating here, and we thank you for tuning in with us. And for those of you who are just tuning in with us for the first time, we appreciate if you, too, would subscribe to the Vail Daily Live on Facebook as well as on YouTube. There you'll find a live chat feature where you can interact with us directly. And if we see something content-related on your inquiry, your comments, your statement, we'll certainly love to communicate directly back with you live during the show. But if you miss the show live, you can also watch it on the playback on various locations such as Roku, Apple TV. You can find it on VailDailyLive.com, Facebook, YouTube, and you can listen to us on Spotify. But we look forward to developing this ongoing relationship with you live during this streaming show, Vail Daily Live, and the chat feature on YouTube and Facebook. Now let's get into the day a little bit more. Are you spending time in Eagle today? Are you planning on going to Eagle? Do you need some ideas? Plenty going on in Eagle already started this morning, even at the point of this show beginning. And so we don't mind you tuning in with us, but folks are already out in Eagle checking out an event that started this morning known as the LG Try, which began with a 500-yard swim. It also includes a 12-mile bike ride and a 5K run. And they're also acknowledging 13 years, remembering Laura Genelin and the family. They're very active in this event, too. And that's what's happening down in Eagle. But to continue on, we have other events happening down in Eagle, like Yoga in the Park. There's also that's happening tomorrow in Eagle. There's the Alpine Bank Showdown Concert Series, and there you'll find a band taking the stage known as 10 Years Gone. This is a Led Zeppelin tribute band celebrating the music of the legendary Led Zeppelin. The band takes audiences back to when the hammer of the gods was ruled by the mighty band. Led Zeppelin, if you aren't familiar with them, are an English rock band formed in London in 1968. I'm sure you've heard these songs. Stairway to Heaven, Whole Lotta Love, so much more. 10 Years Gone has performed at the Eagle County before, and they'll be bringing the music of Led Zeppelin back to Eagletown Park, and that is happening on the 15th of this month. And I believe that's Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, so I got that right. Thank you very much over there. Plenty going on. But if you're planning on getting outside today, most have already made their way outside. And we appreciate you watching and keeping up with Vail Daily Live through your smart devices. We know that you are. Let's check out the lens of the day, brought to you by Eyepieces, the art of vision. Today, I have selected the EV0 Blade. And this lens of the day is lightweight. It's a sports shield. Trish has pointed out this is great for bike riding. And as you can see, it has a nice wraparound to kind of help with the contour of wind from getting behind your lens. This is ideal for conditions on the open road as it's described here. And again, it's great for biking. It's great for running and the driving. That is the EV Zero Blade, brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision. Let's take a look at the weather if you're making your way outside, and we hope that you are. Some take the time to have what they call a laundry day. I think Meredith had a laundry day yesterday instead of doing anything at all, but the laundry's got to get done. Trisha doesn't do laundry until about August, she says, and I know that life. And I have laundry still since last August, so which August we're going to get to. In today's weather, let's take a look. We started out certainly in the sun. Most mornings this week, we've had surprise sprinkles of shower or microbursts of showers here and there from those clouds that aren't forecasted to be in our day weather like yesterday or even today, but it could happen. The morning starting off with some wind. We can see the trees blowing outside of the Vail Daily Live studios. Temperatures up and down the valley beginning in range of the low 50s, now climbing into the mid 50s by the 7:30 hour. 7:45 we were looking at the 60s in some areas of the valley. At the high point of the day, we're looking at the mid to upper 80s. In some areas could feel like the 90s. And if that wind speed stops, well, then there's that wind chill value that won't play into the day. And you can certainly feel the intensity of the sun, almost like the triple digits. So remember to hydrate often and apply your sunscreen and keep an eye on one another while you are out there. And as we look at the next couple of days, tomorrow being Sunday, that would be the 11th of July. We're looking for similar weather forecast as today, suggested right here as clear throughout the day. Slight chance for showers, as you can see there, and perhaps in the evening. But as we look at the next few days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, holding solid right there in the 80s. Chances for showers start to increase. Those clouds will start to roll in overnight, low temperatures in the mid 40s. This weather is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers. And they're featuring a Carolyn Tyler trunk show through the 6th. Carolyn's, stop by Carrots Jewelers. It's an encore of Carrots Jewelers and the Carolyn Trunk Show. So be sure to stop by there. The Carrots Jewelers are located in the Vail Village, and you can check out her fine jewelry, rare, luscious jewelry gems from around the world, set in 22 karat gold. All right, let's just check out more about Carrots right now.
We're at Carrots with Dan Deline and their guest artist. We have Carolyn Tyler here. And Dan, this is a special time. You have trunk shows again. During the pandemic, we weren't able to have them.
No, here we are, closed, no masks.
Yes.
Great.
Awesome. And you're bringing back one of our favorites. You guys have been friends for a long time. You've been selling your jewelry for a long time.
I've had Carrots for, I think, about 35 years, 34, 35. And Carolyn has been showing more than half, 22 years?
I think 22, yeah.
Oh my
more
gosh.
than 2 decades.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I met you several years ago, too. I'm wearing my very first pair of Carolyn Tyler earrings.
Silver, very rare edition.
I know. You don't see those, so I feel very special.
I went right to gold.
Yes. So tell us about your gold, the gold that you use. And she travels out of Bali. So that's where she's based with all the jewelry making and everything. But you are, of course, American, but you go back and forth.
Born American, but according to a lot of Balinese priests, I was Balinese in many past lives. So it was natural that I would end up there.
Okay. And you work with such amazing gemstones. And then looking at the gold, I love the brightness of the 22 karat gold.
Yes. I try to achieve a look of gold that comes out of a river as a nugget. So all my gold is the color of pure gold, 24 karat gold nuggets. And it's a proprietary process that I use on the 22 karat to get it to look this way. And it has a matte finish because I like that archaeological feel, like artifacts.
Well, what's so interesting is just all the little beads, when you take a look at some
granulation,
the granulation and just the detail.
And the wire work, it's really, I have master craftsmen in Bali who have been making this for me for 28 years, and a lot of them are retiring and their kids didn't learn this process, and they were all in IT and hospitality. So this is really, it's a dying art. This will end up in museums, some of it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really special. The techniques are extremely painstaking to do. Everything's handmade entirely from recycled gold. I've never used any newly mined gold because it's harmful for the environment.
Okay.
So I only use gold that's been passed down from generations, and when people in Asia need money, they turn in their jewelry. It gets refined to 24 karat gold. I buy it in a little brick, and then I come back and I reconstitute it into 22 karat gold, and then the cycle just keeps going.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know, to buy newly mined gold, you're contributing to kind of a dirty industry.
Okay. Yeah. Well, and the story, the gold could tell from all the places
Yes.
it's been. Now, this probably has a story. I know that you mentioned this was one of your favorite pieces you've done.
I think that this is one of the most spectacular things I've ever done in 28 years. This is called Kilauea. It is a hand-carved crystal lightning ridge opal from Australia. Wow. It's carved to look like a volcano, and I did gold work around it to represent the waves in the ocean. And at the time that I made this, the volcano in Hawaii, Kilauea, was erupting. It was quite dramatic. It has a chain that detaches from little rings in the back, and then on the back of it is a pin mechanism, so it can be worn as a brooch. And the drop detaches as well, and the drop itself can be worn as a little pendant.
Okay, so very versatile.
You have 3 or 4 different ways you can wear this.
I love it. Yeah,
I love this piece.
And then some of the different, you know, the brightness of your gems. Just
We're
so
showing
amazing.
opals today here, this collection. I love opals because all of them are one of a kind. They're like fingerprints. They're individual. This is called a split. The pair here, these are identical because they were split down the middle and separated, and so each side is a mirror image of the other.
Oh, okay, cool. And then this one with the different colors.
Yeah, this is all lightning ridge crystal boulder opal, and it's got a natural ironstone backing on the back. And it's a very lightweight but showy bib necklace. That's super comfortable.
And then taking a look at this big piece, and you can layer. And I love the colors with these too.
These are ethnic beads. They're from the Khmer period of Cambodia between 800 and 1200 AD. So these are artifacts that have been made from molds that were created by the actual artifacts, and then they recreate these hollow beads. And I've paired them with rough emerald beads from Colombia, and there's some green turquoise and also coral from the Mediterranean.
Okay. Wow, this is amazing. Now we have some news though.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Carolyn is retiring. This is the only gallery that carries her jewelry. So if you want to get it and meet her this week, she'll be here through July 6th. I can't believe it. So Dan has he has all your stuff here
right now. Right now, this store has everything I have, and yeah, we couldn't put it all out, so I have back stock in the safe. But Dan is the only remaining store I have. I was in 35 Neiman Marcus and Saks Fifth Avenues, and I pulled all my inventory out of there to bring it here, and it's my best show ever. So I hope.
Well, tell us about your wellness.
I know, but she might be gone, but not forgotten. We're doing something new.
I'm relocating entirely to Indonesia from now on, and I've been inspired to build a wellness retreat to help people detoxify from environmental toxins like heavy metals and things like that. Just in the nick of time with all this, what's going on in the world. I think a lot of people, when the world opens up again, will want to come to Bali and have a little spa experience with the detox.
Yeah, we hope Carolyn comes back to do trade shows and we host Carolyn and show her jewelry with Carolyn. I don't know that'll happen. I hope it does.
Well, I sent Dan some winter clothes to hang on to for me, so that should be a good sign, Dan, that I hope to come back as well, but not this winter, but the next winter.
All right. Well, Carolyn, thanks so much for coming and bringing all of your beautiful jewels. And Dan, yes, it's so great that Carrots is the lone hoster in the nation right now of
the world,
jewelry in the world,
except for me.
In the world. All right, and once again, Carolyn is going to be here until July 6th, maybe a little later. She hasn't booked her plane ticket. And what are your hours going to be?
The hours are 10 until 9 right now.
Okay.
And I want to say, people that might see this and can't be in Vail over the 4th of July, they can go to shopcarrotsvail.com And all of Carolyn's jewelry is on our website.
They can also call and we'll give them a little video show of what's
Yeah,
in the store.
we can do that.
Totally.
Yeah, a live
All
video,
right.
private trunk show.
A little private tour with Carolyn. Okay, thanks so much, you guys. And Carrots is located right across from the east end of the parking structure. Right.
Is Cooper outside?
I don't know.
Cooper? Here, boy.
If your life isn't always practical, your carpet should be. You can relax with Lee's with our pet-friendly, stylish, and durable Lee's carpets. Backed by the industry's only 25-year no-exclusion stain warranty.
Don't worry. Carpet One's got this covered.
Oh.
Find your new Lee's carpet in stock now. We can install right away.
All right, that Carolyn Tyler interview, I did that before her first trunk show. So we want to remind you that she did decide to stay
Oh, wow.
through this weekend.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Because she's still here.
Yeah. So stop by Carrots. And the cool thing, we mentioned that during the interview, she's retiring, Ty. I mean, she's been coming here forever. She's been showing her great jewelry at Dan's store, Carrots Jewelers, for many, many years. But so all of her collection is there right now. But she's going to open up a wellness center in Bali. Isn't that cool?
I think that's very cool. I was catching the interview yesterday when she was speaking with Meredith. Meredith asked her how she travels with all this jewelry, and she says that she has her ways and that she's like a pirate. So a pirate wellness center.
Yeah. All right. But stop by Carolyn and meet her. She has a lot of amazing stories and her jewelry to see it up close and the craftsmanship that goes into that. And it's becoming kind of a lost art. She said that a lot of her workers, their kids, they're not passing it down to the next generation.
That is interesting. Oh, wow. That's definitely a topic for a different show.
I know. All right. But we've got more Vail Daily Live coming up. I think, are we going to a commercial break, Emma, or are we going to stick with what we're doing? Okay. All right. We're doing what?
The weather.
The weather.
So possibilities in Avon, you could find the roundabouts and throughout Avon, art everywhere, and the possibilities of you walking by something, quite good. And today could be a good day for it. So let's take a look. Again, we're looking at sunshine. That's how the morning has started. Slight breeze or wind, shall we say, wind in the air, especially in the Eagle Vail outside of the Vail Daily Live studios. And temperature-wise, we started the morning off up and down the valley in the 50s. Denver started the morning off in the 70s. Wow, can you imagine trying to sleep through that? Maybe that's what central air is for. But now at this point in the day, Eagle 59, 57 at Vail, 61 already in Edwards, Avon holding at 59, but the sun's still shining. I imagine clouds are going to roll in, though we're not looking for chances of precipitation today. That's what we said yesterday. But something did, something did happen. And you may have experienced it too. I experienced hail yesterday around dusk, 7:30, 8 o'clock at West Vail. I was walking back to the car and it came in sideways. Pretty magical experience. Celebrating the weather out there today. Hydrating often, getting outside, staying outside, and but checking on everyone in your group, even your pets, to make sure that they're enduring the weather fine too, and applying that sunscreen to you and your family members. But as we look at this evening, rolling into tomorrow, the next few days, now we're looking at temperatures in the evening time, the 50s, the mid to upper 40s in range up and down the valley. We're looking for clear sky conditions today, tomorrow evening. But as we look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the clouds are rolling back in. Chances of precipitation start to increase from 1% upwards of 11%. But that daytime high, again, we're still holding right there in the mid 80s for areas of the valley. This weather is brought to you by Possibilities Plaza in Avon with weekly art expos. Discover your next masterpiece by visiting avonpossibilities.com.
All right, that's a look at your weather report. A few things going on today. Minturn Market, that'll be from 9 to 2 today. We also have a lot of community yogas, some free yogas. So community yoga at Solaris Plaza, 9 to 10:30. Also community yoga in Little Beach Park at the amphitheater, that little park there.
In Minturn.
In Minturn, and that is going to be from 9:30 to 10:30. So a couple things going on there. And then the Vail Valley Fun Fest. So this is going to be happening over in Lionshead.
Okay.
And it starts at 11, goes to noon, or 11, goes throughout the early part of the afternoon. But they're going to have a water balloon toss of death.
What?
All right. And they're also having a hula hoop extravaganza. And ultimate Simon Says. It's not just Simon Says, it's ultimate Simon Says.
Okay, so can we guess where Trisha's going today? Because you're competitive.
It's for the kids.
You're bringing the spirit. Okay, so was there an age range for this?
Well, I don't know. My height would probably get me in. I'm short enough. I look like a 12-year-old. But yeah, so that's going to be fun for you. Vail Family Fun Fest, 11 a.m. in Lionshead Village. And then a lot of great music today. So the Corey Montgomery Band, they're going to do the pop-up street music over at Solaris Plaza from 2 to 7. And then there's going to be pop-up music in Avon, right in that Main Street Mall.
I love it
noon
over there.
to 5.
Yeah.
And then, this afternoon, we've got Phil Long at the Vail Chop House. We've got Chuck Grossman at the Beaver Creek Chop House. Matt Garth will be playing at the Westin. And one more thing about the Westin, they have started jazz on Sunday mornings. And Kathy Morrow, our jazz lady, she's going to be playing every Sunday.
This is interesting what you're sharing with me about her performance on Sundays, because it's not in the lobby. It's on that interesting deck right off of the lobby bar over the pool. Now, this seems like a first to have a live performance over the pool area.
Yeah.
Their pool is saline.
Oh, I love their pool there at the Westin. So this is going to be from 9 to noon. You can have brunch there, and she's going to be playing everything from like swinging jazz tunes to the sultry blues. And speaking of jazz, Vail Jazz just came back. Thursday was their first performance with Curtis Stigers. Sunday night, they're going to have jazz right over at the Solaris with the H2 Big Band out of Denver. That's from 6 to 8. So that's a free event. The Thursday night events at the Vail Jazz Tent are ticketed, but well worth it. I mean, these are amazing performers. So every Sunday and Thursday, we'll have jazz from Vail Jazz. And then their big Labor Day party will be coming on Labor Day, of course. And this is a great event that's coming back for its 27th year. I talked to Howard Stone, who's the founder of the event, and he was so excited. And they've got some awesome lineups that are coming in from all over, really all over the world. And then, of course, regional acts as well. So check it out at vailjazz.org.
You know, as you're noticing, there's plenty going on throughout the Valley all summer long, rolling into September. And if you're hosting family and friends coming to town, or even wondering what to do with your day, just watch the show every morning beginning at 7 a.m. Especially with Trisha, we'll have the details and some ideas to share with you as far as getting out for competitions, catching the shows, things to do as a family, and or fly fishing. And that's Vail Daily Live. And we would appreciate you also subscribing to us and chatting and interacting with us, even asking us, if, what is there to do today? We're happy to interact with you in our chat feed.
And maybe you can be part of our team. Yes. We're actually looking for a social media manager.
Let me check to see if I'm losing my job today. Some of these skill sets does have to do with my position, but there's a position waiting for you. How do we get hired?
Well, you know what? Yeah. So basically, what you'd be doing is schedule and coordinate interviews, shoots, and other content to be produced. Edit video if you love to dabble in video and fix the audio and everything, sweeten up the color. We love that. Work creatively with the team, develop ideas for segments to engagement across all of our platforms. So if you think this is the right job for you, simply go to info@vaildailylive.com.
This is a fun job. This is a fun location. What were you saying, Emma?
Oh, wait. Oh, Vail Daily Live info@gmail. Okay, that's what it is.
So look around the studio and see Emma's behind the screen. Let's take a look at Emma. You'll be working with Emma if you wanted to be a part-time with Vail Daily Live. Is your camera not working? All right, we would ask her to run back over here, but she's tethered to that. But here's the lighting. Here's the fancy microphones. All the technology here in studio and in the field. And then if you've watched the show, or if you see our advertisements about the streaming live show, Vail Daily Live in the newspaper, working with that cast of people, but there's others that also work behind the scene. Come and join our team.
Okay, so Emma, was it Vail Daily Live info@gmail? It was not on our little sheet. Vail Daily Live info or Vail Daily? Yeah.
That's what our little.
There we go. Okay, I'm going to write it down. So the next time I say this, I know exactly what it is. Okay.
And they know too.
Awesome. Okay.
We look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for watching today's show. What are you going to do today?
Everything that we talked about.
Okay. I know you're going to probably get some bacon right after this.
No.
Bacon
Aperol
today?
Spritz by 11 o'clock. And then also do a bike ride. And so what's happening
Rodney, he's going to order a red mug from Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Company. Yep.
And thank you, Danielle. This shirt is from the Outlets of Silverthorne at Silverthorne, and I've enjoyed what I've discovered in my wardrobe there. And there's more, but not all of it is prepared for this TV show. Some of it's just for me to get out and sweat in it.
Okay, totally. All right. Yeah, we'll have you do that after the show. All right. Thanks for watching Vail Daily Live. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m.